Alright, we're just going to get into it here. Today here, I'm going to talk to you about yellow dock, also known as curly dock. And it has medicinal properties. These are some leaves I picked earlier today. You can see how along the side here they get kind of wavy and almost look like curly hair, kind of, if they're hanging that way. So I refer to it as curly dock, but another name is also yellow dock. And today, here I'm going to show you how to make a decoction of curly dock and some Everclear here. There, you can see that better. And this Everclear is 95% alcohol by volume. The reason why I'm mixing the two together is the Everclear is going to have evaporation properties, also with some numbing abilities, and also for cleaning cuts and so on and so forth. And what this would mainly be used for is you can take it along if you enjoy hiking, and you can use it in preparation for in treatment for if you have any bug bites, like mosquito bites. This is going to help treat it. Or if you happen to come across any poison ivy, poison oak, or even stinging nettle, this is going to take the sting out. What I'm going to make here today. And so what we're going to want to use is just a glass bottle. And I happen to have a glass bottle, an old Mike's bottle, kindly donated to me by a future family member. And so what we're going to want to do is just take this whole mess of dock leaves, macerate them up, just kind of tear them into bits and pieces and shove them down in the bottle. And so we'll do that here today. And some other things you can use dock for is if you take the root, which I'm going to do at another time if for any reason I need it. But if you take the root and steep that in a tea, it makes for a pretty mild laxative. And so if you're ever out on the camp trail and you're run into some trouble, you eat something bad, or you just got some stomach issues, you can actually go ahead and just make a simple, like a tea. Just steep those roots in like a can for a good 10-15 minutes in some warm water. You don't want boiling hot water because that'll kill the live active enzymes. But you want to definitely go ahead and do that. I'm not putting the stems in there just because I don't feel I need them. The leaves are astringent enough to the point where if you put them in your mouth, like they taste kind of like spinach, and then all of a sudden it's like a kick it to the jaw. It just dries out your mouth instantly. And that astringent property is what we're going to want in this decoction here today. And so I'm just going to keep processing these up. Now, if you had the ability to, like when you're out camping, you could just steam these leaves for a while, and you can actually take away that astringent property if you steam them in for long enough, and they would be completely edible as far as like a pot green would go, much like someone would do with like kale or spinach. Just some greens to supplement a meal. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of time, but anything worth doing is worth doing right. So just stuffing that in there. And what I like about this is you can just add it, add the leaves to it, and it'll get that property. The alcohol will take on that property of that it gets out of the leaves. And the reason why I think it's able to do that is well, better than water is, water only has a limited space in between its molecules to suspend other compounds. And I think that alcohol has a more complex chemical makeup, atomic arrangement, that it's able to squeeze in those other smaller bits of compound and chemicals, kind of lash themselves on and into the little grooves. There, and we're nearly done. I'll post some pictures on here following on the video that will show kind of where I gathered. I just went out looking, and within a couple feet of each other, not within 10 feet, I found groupings of wild dock, goldenrod, which I'll do another video on, cattail, which I'll do another video on, thistle, absinthe wormwood, just even willow. There was willow growing wild there, and all of that can be used medicinally. Or at least used in one form or another. So I will have some other videos based on that. But getting near the end of the pile here, just got a bunch of little ones. Just want to tear them up here, get them all nice and good. And you can also use the leaves as a mild laxative, but if you're ever making a decoction to use for ingestion, that you're going to be putting in your body, made of Everclear, because the medicine in it's going to be so potent, you're only going to want to do 2 or 3 drops on your tongue at a time. Sometimes, depending on what the herb is, you're going to only want to do that once or twice a day, because it can be very powerful. So, just keep this going. Nearly done here. Just got a few pieces left. Alright, now, got a pretty good amount there. Let's take this Everclear. Alright, and let me see if I can find a funnel. Alright, now that's done here. We're going to put this lid back on. Alright, and we're just going to shake that up good here. Let that really get in, mixing up good, like that. Since it is evaporating, you just take that, like on a hot day, rub that on your wrist. It's going to help cool you down also. I do like Everclear for its multi-purpose properties, but that's something that I don't have to worry about going bad, because the alcohol itself, as long as it's sealed, it should stay good. And don't really have to worry about it going bad, like I said before. Also, it isn't going to be exactly right to use like right off the bat. You're going to want to let this soak in for a good couple hours before you use it. So it's something nice to make like the night before you're going to go hiking. And I would just leave that at room temperature where it is.